Hi ladies, I'm Samantha Jacobs. I'm a licensed acupuncturist located in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Today is number 3 on video about time. So today's topic is going to be about the generalized pressure of time. The pressure of time comes from a lot of different directions. In this particular video, I'm going to be addressing internal and external sources. I've clumped them together in just sort of rough generalizations because I see it so frequently in the women I treat in my practice. We have external sources. Generally, external sources include family, friends, co-workers, peers. Also, I want to add in there cultural and social pressures, the media. We are bombarded from a lot of different places on the pressure, like this is the time to have a family. You should be having a baby. I don't know how many women have come into my practice and gone to parties. Like Uncle Bob comes up to you and says, so when are you going to make your mom a grandma? Or a coworker saying, well, you got married, you have the house. When are you going to fill the house with kids? Women are being faced with being reminded and triggered about having a family and that this is the time to have a family. And that triggers us inside. The other external source that has a lot of influence on the pressure of time is Western medicine. We hold doctors in high regard. Their knowledge and wisdom is quite powerful for us. We take seriously what they tell us. We are really listening to the message that they're conveying. And as you can imagine, when you're being told you shouldn't wait too long to do this procedure, you should do this procedure next month. These are quite powerful statements. These are some of the things I've heard in my practice, and they're quite powerful. They have such a powerful trigger inside of us. And as you can imagine, the pressure of time being this like little bubble around us, that the pressure of time is coming down on us. And when a doctor is saying these things, it feels like the pressure is getting closer to us. The internal source of the pressure of time. And that internal source is us. It's our hopes, our dreams, our desires, our expectations. We're going to find the right guy. We're going to marry him. We're going to be so happy. We'll buy this beautiful home. I'm going to make love to him. We're going to make a baby. And that baby is going to create a family for us. And there's going to be so much of this joy and the expansion of our love that it's just going to be this amazing experience. What happens is then when you're having difficulties trying to conceive, the dreams, the hopes, the expectations, they have to shift and change with what's the reality of going on. And that's really hard when you have a dream and you feel like you're just so close to it, but you're just that little bit too far away. It's like it's almost within reach, but it's not. Will trigger the pressure of time. I don't have enough time to reach for this one thing. That trigger, once again, is pushing the pressure of time down upon us. Start adding in the layers. Biological, mental and emotional, family, friends, doctors, ourselves. It can often feel like pressure is just literally, the pressure of time is stuck to us, and that there is actually no space for time to even be available. Personal belief is that the pressure of time is actually one of the hardest challenges in the fertility journey, and especially for the women who are going on this journey for an extended period of time. Why is it a challenge? It creates fear. Fear creates the sense of scarcity, the scarcity of time, the scarcity of dreams and desires, the scarcity of fertility. Fear and scarcity, they are huge tank drainers. They drain us mentally and emotionally. And I'll have you go back to video number 2, where I talk on that topic quite extensively. Fear creates tension, a stress response. And it's normal for us, for human beings, to have certain responses and actions in response to the stress. And one of those actions, reactions, is actually grabbing an opportunity before it's going to be missed. When you're on the fertility journey, you're going to be faced with a lot of potential opportunities. Now, when dealing with fear and tension and stress, the pressure of time upon us, what we do is grab an opportunity without thinking about what we're actually doing. When you are faced with an opportunity and fear is driving you to make a decision in regards to grabbing an opportunity, this is actually a crucial point to take some time for yourself. One of the things I've seen in my practice is women making decisions based from fear, and having a set of expectations about what's going to happen in this opportunity. Now, if the opportunity works out and you end up pregnant, then there's actually no problem. Where I see clients feel stuck or unhappy about their decision is they make a decision from fear. The opportunity does not turn out the way it's expected to turn out. It has an unsuccessful outcome. I've seen many women really deal and face into realizing they made a decision that wasn't true to who they are, true to themselves. If they had looked and taken the time at what the decision involved, they wouldn't have gone in that direction. And they often have regret and shame associated with that decision. And it's really breaks my heart. It's hard to see somebody in more emotional pain when it's already a hard journey. How do you know when you're being faced with an opportunity that you may want to take a moment to think about? You'll have the desire to rush right in and make the decision right away. So there's this rushed, rash, impulsive part that's just saying yes without stopping to think of all the potential outcomes from the decision. In fact, you may feel that if the decision isn't made right away, as soon as possible, the opportunity is going to be lost, and that time will run out completely. I believe it's so important to be making decisions that are true to who you are, and decisions that are made from anxiety and fear are not true to who you are. So what can you do for yourself, right? If you want to make a decision from a place of clarity and a place that's being true to yourself, honoring yourself, what can you do? Well, first thing is you need to breathe. Big breaths. Breathing allows our body to shift out of the stress response and into a more neutral response, a relaxed state. The more relaxed we are, the better chance we have at being true and in touch with who we are. The second thing is to create space for yourself. As I mentioned, be a day or a week or a month. What you want to do is create space between the pressure of time coming down upon you. The space between you, if you can imagine a bubble, the space that you can create allows you to be calm, rooted. It allows you to start thinking through the process and being true to who you are and what you want and what you will think is a good decision. The closer that the pressure of time is upon us, the more angst we're going to have. Creating space is so valuable. Third, as I mentioned in my second video on time, is to keep your tanks full. The more robust, the more energy you have inside of yourself, the easier it is to create the bubble around you that keeps the pressure of time at a distance. The more robust you are inside, the more you're going to be in touch with yourself, the more you're going to be grounded and rooted. This, once again, is enhancing the best of who you are. Fourth, have a support team in place, be it friends, family, a therapist, acupuncturist, alternative practitioner, Western medicine. And the key to this, when you need help, right, reach out, but to specify the help that you need. If you just need someone to listen, all you need to say is, I need you to listen. I don't need any problem solving. I don't want any input. I don't want your thoughts. I just need you to listen. And if you need help, tell them, I need help. I need your input. What do you think? And you may need a little bit of both, but to specify to them what you need, because then they can provide it to you. And that is going to help you sort through and figure out where you are, where you're going, who you are, what you need. And that brings out the best in who you are. As you can see, what I'm emphasizing is to make decisions from the best person you are. It's so crucial to be true to yourself, honor yourself when you're making really big decisions about your fertility. Then when you make a decision and time passes, and no matter what the outcome on that decision is, no matter how much time has passed, and you look back at that decision-making process, you can say to yourself, I made the best decision about that particular thing, that particular opportunity. I made the best decision with who I was in that moment in time, and I have no regrets for that decision. And that can be incredibly empowering on the journey. I appreciate you listening. If you have any questions or you have any ideas, feel free, reach out to me, and I will be back. Thank you, ladies.